Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Ojama bringing you a new video on Duel Links, and today I am going to show you the deck I got King of Games with. It's really cool. It's awesome. I did it with the Chaz. I'm going to go over the clips of me actually doing the battles on my way to King of Games, and yeah, let's get into it. So first, last night I was in Legend 1, didn't know what to do, just doing a few battles, losing, winning, just the usual stuff in Legend. And then all of a sudden I thought, you know what, I really want to climb with Chaz, because I think it'll be funny if I actually got King of Games with the Chaz. And then I created this deck, and as soon as I used this deck just once in PvP, I went on a 15 win streak from Legend to King of Games, 0 losses. I won every single duel with this deck. And this is the deck I did it with. This is the deck I did it with. We went on the load. So it's an Ojama Go deck. If you don't know what Ojama Go does, it is when you lose 1,800 life points, you can special summon one Ojama token to your opponent's side of field. When that token is destroyed, they take 300 damage, and the token cannot be tributed. So it's basically just locks down a position unless they want to take some burn damage. Really cool ability, and it's pretty easy to take 1,800 damage in duels these days. And what we're running with it is the 2 Lava Golem, the Man-Eater to destroy a monster to open up a spot for a token if we need to. We're running 2 Sphere of Krebo, we're running a Witch to lock down as well, just to flip something face down and keep it face down. We're running Metal Morphs to lock stuff down, the Floodgates to lock stuff down, Wall of Destruction just to destroy all of their attacks and make sure if we put the fill onto 0 attack we basically win, and Ladybugs to keep us alive. We can take damage, Ladybugs heal us up, and yeah, just go off. I've had some other people in my Discord, because I showed this deck to my Discord users before anyone else. I always show my decks to the Discord users because I'm always active on my Discord, and yeah, they've been testing this deck out last night, and most of them have had really amazing results. This one guy was stuck in Platinum, he's all the way up in Legend 2 right now, about to get King of Games with this deck. It really does work. If you don't have this exact copy of deck, it doesn't matter, you can swap stuff out. Like this one guy, he only had 1 Man-Eater bug, so he swaps in a DD Warrior. Really smart of him to do, really cool. He only had 2 Golden Ladybugs, so he added an Enchanted Javelin, which is really cool to do as well, and some other stuff. Oh yeah, and this deck can go for deck outs, that's why we're running a Jar of Avarice, just to recycle a few cards if we need to. And let's just jump in to the replays. The most spiciest replays that you'll ever see. They're really cool. As you see, I'll just show you this real quick. King of Games, every single one of them are wins. And the crazy thing is, I'll show you the decks. I versed that on my second to last game to get King of Games. Really difficult to beat because he kept on just popping all of the freaking Cyber Angel abilities. I faced this tilter of a deck as well. He had Phoenix to blow up my back row, he had Hazes to stop my abilities, he had obviously, it was just really hard to beat that. Oh yeah, and then obviously there are the Glad Beasts. The Glad Beasts are annoying. I'm going to show you some really cool replays right now of some Glad Beasts getting absolutely destroyed. And the ones that I want to show you first, this Paradox Brothers one. Oh yeah, and you saw a Crawler one there, the guy was running Agent Gears, he got out his Agent Gear Golem, his second turn, 3,000 attack, plus I gave him a Lava Golem, so we had 2 big monsters with 3,000 attack, and I had hardly anything to defend myself with. It was really cool. So this is the first replay I'll show you. It's just so you guys can see how the deck works, and pick up the deck yourself and go into PvP and hopefully do well with it after you see these replays and see how it actually plans out. So I open up, basic count, 2 Ladybugs, pretty perfect, Trap Hole, and a Metal Morph. I'd set them 2 both down. This guy was running Levi Dragon, if I remember correctly. It was mental. It really was mental. These rank up games were just so stressful because I was like, what is he playing? He played a Gish, and I'm like, Gish? Why is he playing Gish? I need 5 wins to win King of Games right here. And then he flips another Gish and goes Gishing crazy. And I'm like, yo. So I let him attack me directly, obviously, so I can get my tokens out. I managed to draw into my Ladybugs pretty early, which is pretty clutch. And I'm just going to set end my turn. And I think I'll let him attack me directly again. There's another Gish. I let him attack me directly, I let him do both, because I know that returns to his hand. So I can fill up that space for right now with a token, because I took way more than 1,800. And you'll see the ability pop off, Ojama Go. There's the token. Look, special summon a opposite, just so I can go over it. Special summon with the effect of an Ojama trio effect. This token cannot be tributed for a tribute summon, and when it's destroyed the controller takes 300, so it's a pretty cool card. Completely locks down a spot. This is the best control deck in the game, hands down. So he tributes for a big boy. I'm like, yo, that big boy's pretty scary, but I'm scarier. I have golden ladybugs, so I'm like, metal morph, not metal morph, massive morph. Now what you gonna do? So he sets and ends his turn because he knows that I'll end up locking down that space if he doesn't play anything there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna end my turn. He flips into a Crystal Seer. I'm like, okay, a Gish, I'm not scared of a Gish. And then I see the Leviathan Dragon, I'm like, yo, this guy's going to blow up my field. This is going to be terrible. Especially if he's got the big boy Leviathan Dragon, and he just sends everything back to my hand. And then he pulls out another one of them, a Sinju, and I'm like, yo, this guy's going to pop off. So I'm like, okay, I've got a Draining Shield, and I've got a Massive Morph, and I've set a Floodgate just in case that Leviathan Dragon comes out. He goes to attack me directly, I'm like, no, I want that. I want that health. Give me that health. And then, yeah. He refuses to attack me directly with a Sinju because he knows that from that I'll be able to lock him down. So I drew into the Ghost Strix, which is perfect. Because if he attacks into that, he goes into face down defense. He's like, Leviathan Dragon to blow up the field. I'm like, no, Floodgate. And I draw into my Jar, which is perfect because I just got 5 cards into my graveyard. I set down the Jar. This guy's like, okay then. Leviathan Dragon, I'm like, Pot of Avarice. Shuffling 5 cards from my graveyard into a deck and then hopefully draw into something very nice that can save me. And then I'm like, Massive Morph as well, because why not? I should have done it the void round, so I'll send a Massive Morph to the grave and then I could have recycled it, but hey. And then he just rage quit. That was scary though, because of them Leviathan Dragons. I was like, he's going to blow up my field. And now I'll just show you I'll just go over like the main focus that you guys want to see. How does it fare against like Agent Gears, Cyber Angels, and Gladiator Beasts and stuff like that? Like the main focus. So we've got the Crowler right here. This duel was really good. There was one duel that I really can't wait to show you guys. It was against Gladiator Beasts, and obviously I kept on trying to lock down his field, so he kept sending his monsters back to his deck and pulling out special summons from his extra deck, and it was just crazy. I'm like, yo, stop doing that, and he was like, no, I will never be locked down, and I'm like, I will lock you down. It was just mental. So I set down a wall, end my turn, and I'm like, yo. So I take both of these attacks. No, I don't. I take one of the attacks, just so I can get the Karibo onto his side of field, as you can see. And the best thing is, you can use the Karibos to summon your Lava Golem. It's mental. So there's the Lava Golem on his side of field, and I'm like, this is going to be a piece of cake now. And then he's like, I bring out my Golem. And I'm like, oh no. So he attacks me directly, and I'm like, this is bad. Wall of Destruction, I get hit by 600, and I'm like, on 300 life points, and I'm like, I'm going to die right now. This is terrifying. So I set down a Draining Shield, end my turn, and pray. He goes in with a 600. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Draining Shield. I want those 600 life points back. And then I'm like, Golden Ladybug, Golden Ladybug. I set down Man-Eater just so I can destroy his Golem. He takes another 1,000. He goes in for the attack with that. I destroy his Golem. And this guy's like, you know what? There's no way of winning this now. Actually, he's like, Tribute, I'm not taking another 1,000. Are you crazy? And I'm like, I am crazy. Because I think I summon a token to his side of the field and give him a Lava Golem for game. I told you can tribute them tokens for Lava Golems, it's pretty crazy. So we'll go into the next duel right now. I just wanted to show you that it does fare well against like Agent Gears, and I want to show you that it fares well against everything else. So this My Valentine, this is the one that was using Gladiator Beast, I believe, and kept on bringing stuff from the extra deck, and it was crazy, and I thought I was going to die so many times. Jazz it up. So I'm going second against Gladiator Beasts. I saw the extra deck and I saw the 20 and I saw the balance. I'm like, I'm going against Gladiator Beast. This is going to be terrifying. So I open up pretty strong. I draw. I think I just end my turn. Yeah, I just end my turn. I do that quite a lot just so I can take damage for the Ojama Go ability. One second, guys. I apologise for that, I just needed to cough, I didn't want to do it on mic, so I muted myself. But as you see, I'm popping off. He floodgates the own Lava Golem, so that's 2 spots on his field locked down. Which is pretty cool, because that Lava Golem he cannot use anymore, and obviously the token's there, so he's only got 1 spot open. So he basically can't do anything. And unfortunately he hits my floodgate, or else that would have been game over because I would have locked him down completely. He goes for the 800, I'm like, nah. Because if he did that, he would have swapped out and like, yeah, pops off a little bit. So I just set a Training Shield. It negates the attack so he doesn't get his Gladiator Beast effect. Then I'm like, right, I need to do something, so I set down Z. I don't think this guy realised what the Witch did. I'm going to call it the Witch, but the Ghost Tricks did. Because he does end up attacking into it. I use its effect to put it face down again, and I've set a Jar of Avarice and a massive morph. He attacks into it. He gets put face down, and he's basically locked down. He can't do anything. But he knows that I've got like less cards in him, so he's just going to keep trying to drag out the duel to get the victory that way, but it's not going to work. I keep activating the Golden Ladybug because you never know if they got something up the sleeve to change the duel around, and you want to have the higher life points than them. So now I can start discarding stuff from my hand because my hand's over the card limit of 6. So as soon as I get 5 in the grave, I can activate my pot, and he can rage quit. So just throw that, and then on his turn, I activate my jar, not pot. Throw 5 cards in my graveyard back into the deck and draw a card. I think I draw into the Witch again. Go Strix. No, I don't. So he just surrenders because he knows there's no way of beating me. Is it this one? I just want to show you the guys, the duel against the Gladiator Beasts. It was so crazy, guys. I would highly recommend trying this deck out because it's control, lockdown, stun, burn, and kind of mill, but not really mill. It's really cool. Really, really cool. And who thought that the Chaz would have a freaking skill that would be able to do anything in this game that's useful? Oh, this was a duel and a half. Because this guy's running the Hazes and the Phoenix, remember, so it can destroy everything that I own. Especially that, because I can't target it with the Massive Morph in my hand. I can't target either of them with Massive Morph, so I'm like, I thought I was going to lose right here. I thought it was going to be all over. So I summon the token to his side of the field. And then I set down a Massive Morph. He Fire Kings to destroy the token, I believe, taking 300. And then he's like, and I think that's when he realizes, oh, he's going to burn me down if I keep destroying tokens. He has an open field. I'm going to Massive Morph the only card on the field that I can actually target. I have to Karibo or else I lose. He attacks me. I draw into Lava Golem, which is perfect because I can get rid of them Hazes. Do Ojama Go, so he's got 2 monsters locked down on either side of the field. End my turn. So the only thing he can attack with right now is the Lava Golem, which I'm going to Drain and Shield to gain all my health back. This is pretty perfect. Draw into 2 Golden Ladybugs, and I'm like, okay, I have to take an attack directly right now. I was thinking about setting a Golden Ladybug just so I had 5 cards in the grave and get a shuffle and a free draw. But we draw into the Massive Morph, and that's pretty perfect right now. And remember, he's attacked us for 3,000, so we can summon another token if he, yeah, like right now. For some reason he tributes into his Phoenix, and I just lock it down. I can draw Avarice, get all my cards back. And I think I can lock down his other space now because he opened up a spot. I know I've took a lot of life points, so I can do it. So I'm just going to set down wall, I believe, after Ojama going. And now he's locked down again, so he has to tribute his monster. I activate wall, so he's locked down again with 0 attack. This is pretty funny. And then I set down another wall. So the only thing he can do is tribute his middle monster off. But he just ends his turn. I draw into a floodgate, which is perfect. I can lock down his field once again. Draw into a Kribo, so I've got even more ways of surviving. Oh yeah, and the man-eater bugs, don't play him if you don't need to. So he attacks me directly with 1600, which is completely fine. I draw into the witch. I just keep ending my turn, and then I wall this turn. Now he's locked down once again. And by now I was thinking in my head, I'm like, he tributes that middle monster all the time, so I'm just going to set Floodgate. So he tributes, I Floodgate, he activates his effect, which God knows why he did that, but okay. And now he's locked down once again. And all he has to do is draw that one card and lose. But I think I give him the Lava Golem. Actually, no, I don't. Don't give him the Lava Golem if you don't need to either. If you've completely locked him down like that, like, there's no way of him making a move, do not give him a Lava Golem because you'll open up an opportunity for him to attack you directly when they don't need to, and you open up a spot for him to do something crazy. Let's go into the Cyber Angel because everybody knows Cyber Angels love freaking spamming the field and their abilities from the graveyard and all that kind of stuff. This is the last replay I'll show you guys. I apologise I couldn't find the Gladiator Beasts. It's just I saved so many replays last night of this deck, I might have saved over it, which is unfortunate. But this Cyber Angel player was the second to last person I faced. The last person was a Dark Magician deck, and he bricked with his opening hand as an Arcanan. So I managed to get my King of Games match pretty simple. It was just these duels, especially this one, it just took so long, and it was so grindy. So he's just popping off with his Cyber Angels, doing what he needs to do. I've just set a massive morph because I think that's all I need to do right now. What I didn't know is he can use the Ojama tokens as fodder for his Cyber Angels, which I don't think's right, and I don't think he should be able to because you can't tribute him, so why can't you use him? I don't know, but yeah. So he's just going to keep popping off like crazy. Brings out Dakini for some reason. I don't know why Cyber Angel... If you're a Cyber Angel player, don't do that. Don't bring out Dakini when they have no monster on the field. You're wasting all of your resources to bring out a monster to do nothing with. So I've locked down that monster. I set down 2, which is a massive morph and a draining shield. He summons another bird. And in this duel, I was like, I think the only way I'm winning this is by decking him out. He's got Mind Scan, he can see my cards. Plus, he keeps gaining resources from his deck pretty easily, so I'm like, I'm going to deck this guy out most likely. I do end up giving him Lava Golems and stuff like that though. So he grabs a Sinju, he's got his Sonic Birds, he's got the whole 9 yards, he's got everything that he needs to. So he did open up pretty perfect for a Cyber Angel player. It's just unfortunate for him, I just refused to put anything on the field. But I did mess up really, really, really big. But he didn't notice it. Any other Cyber Angel player, I think they would have noticed it and killed me. And what I do is, that has piercing damage, and I put down a Ladybug in defense. Not Ladybug, a Man-Eater Bug in defense when his Dakini has piercing damage. It could have killed me, I think. And I was, yeah. I was just lucky enough that he didn't attack into me because he probably thought it was something else. I don't know what he thought it might have been. But he starts throwing everything into defense, and I'm just like, oh god. The only thing I got to save me right now is a Kribo in my hand. But he doesn't attack into me, so what I do, as soon as I realise a mistake, I flip it up and destroy itself. I'm like, I ain't dealing with that. So I end up not putting anything else on the field. Because I really don't need to. And I'm just going to keep letting him attack me with 400 because I'm gaining 500 per turn. Draw into the Lava Golem, which is perfect. I don't think I should have summoned the Lava Golem to his side of field, like I said a couple of minutes ago. If you Lava Golem, you open up a space for him and you're giving him a 3000 beater. But I Ojama go, so I filled that space up, but he can use the tokens. Which is unfair. So he's Machine Angel Ritual, again, he does all the crazy stuff, he brings out Benton. For some reason he's not tributing off his Lava Golem, I don't know why, I don't think he can, I'm not too sure what's happening there with that, but I'll join. The reason why I didn't activate my massive morph there is because I'm waiting for another massive Cyber Ranger to come out. That's why I use the Karibo. I'm going to keep letting him attack me with 1800 because I can just straight and shot that. He's got 4 cards in his left in his deck, and I'm like, I think I can win this pretty easily now. I set down Z-Man Eater Bug. Ben 10 has Piercing. So he gets rid of his Ben 10 though, and he brings out another Ben 10. I think he realises that he's completely screwed, so he attacks into Man-Eater Bug. I can destroy his own Man-Eater Bug. And he tributes that to keep it alive. I massive morph for the Lava Golem, so I won't take damage. I draw into 3 Ladybugs, and right here I was just like, I lose unless he has like no play whatsoever, and he didn't have any play whatsoever. So actually I didn't lose. He had 1000 life points and he had the Lava Golem. Yeah. Anyway, you guys have seen the replays, you've seen me ramble on about this deck and about my duels and everything. Go out, I'll put this, the deck on screen again in a second. Go out, try this deck, write down in the comments how many wins you get with it, because guaranteed you will get wins with it, because people really don't freaking know anything about the ability, so they underestimate it and you end up winning a lot. Yeah, the name's colourful, but I want to call it the Ojama Ghost Stun deck. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, it really helps out the channel. You guys have been awesome with the amazing support recently, and I'd just like to say thank you to you guys in particular. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.